Hello and welcome back to Mark's House and Garden UK. So I'm tired of buying compost and I'm actually tired of spending a lot of money on compost. I don't know about you, but I think compost has gone up exponentially over the last few years. You used to be able to get one of those massive big chunky square bags of compost from B&Q for about £6 or 3 for 12. They're ridiculously expensive nowadays, and actually as a gardening YouTuber I ought to be able to make my own, so I'm going to give it a try. But as with most things in my garden, it's going to be a bit of an experiment. Now I do know how to make compost, so in summary I will tell you now. You're supposed to mix equal parts of brown stuff and green stuff. Brown is twigs and anything that looks brown, and green is anything that's leafy, and the reason you're mixing it together is the brown is mainly carbon and the green is mainly nitrogen. You're supposed to chop it up into small pieces so it has a larger surface area to volume ratio. Mix it all together, water it, and then leave it and keep watering it, turning it occasionally, and it turns into compost, which is wonderful, and that's nature. I'm going to do it slightly differently. I'm going to call mine Weedpost. This big tub here, I have been collecting weeds. I have been dropping old bits of spent compost and I've been putting twigs in there. Now I haven't been chopping it up into small pieces, so there are lots of big stuff in there as well. But I'm going to let nature do its best with that, and then eventually I will sieve it. But I do have a secret weapon, because my next door neighbour has 7 ponies, and he also has some Argentinians visiting at the moment, and they've got 7 ponies as well. So there's an abundant supply of manure. And I've been here 4 years and I've been watching his manure heap grow and grow and grow, and the stuff at the back is quite well rotted. The stuff in the middle is medium rotted, and of course there's very fresh stuff at the front. Right, I've got a barrow load of compost here. You know when they're making apple cider vinegar and they have a mother, or they're making sourdough and they have a culture? Well, this is my culture. It's my secret weapon. I'm going to bring the camera in close and show you what's in here that makes it so effective. So let me go in with my long-handled Irish spade, and I will take some out, and hopefully it will reveal my secret weapon. Right, let's get some out from on top, and hopefully it will reveal what's underneath. I'm putting that on the big tub, by the way, that I've been showing you. So if we just take some off here like this, and then start to go in and have a look around. Look down here. Worms, hundreds of them, thousands of them, millions of them everywhere. They're all into this stuff. There's loads and loads of worms, and there'll be worm eggs in there as well. Now what they're doing is they're going, look at that there as I turn that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 25 worms in that little lump. And what they're doing is they're going through this manure and they're eating it. And as they go through, they make a little tunnel which aerates it. And as they go along, not only do they eat it, they also excrete the digestive remains, and that goes back into this compost, and that is plant food. They are doing all the work, and look at them. As I say, 1, 2, 3, and they're all going away there. They are my secret weapon. So isn't that just wonderful? And aren't those worms just a gift? They're actually going to dig this over for me. They will move down into the unmade compost below. They will chew and they will eat, and other things will also move in, and microorganisms, and slowly but surely it will all be worked together into one homogeneous mass. I think homogeneous is the right word. It's what they do with milk when they mix it all together and it becomes one. And then eventually that will be compost, and it won't be too rich, and it'll be full of goodness, and it'll be absolutely perfect. Now there is another step to take, but I want to get it all in first and then I'll tell you, so just bear with me. There it is. I've capped off my weeds with this lovely manure. Before I take the next step, come and have a look at this. Another look. You literally cannot move in this manure for worms. Look, can you see? By the way, this is my grubbing hoe. It's my favourite tool in my garden. If you want one, you can buy them from my Amazon shop, and I'll put the link below. But look at that. Worm, worm. And again, if I dig over here, the same is true. Millions of them. They're absolutely everywhere. Right, now, you might well be thinking, well, it's all right for you, Mark. You've got a neighbour with 14 horses. That's true, but there are horses all over the country. And I know for a fact that people with horses struggle to get rid of their horse poo. So go and find someone who's got a pile of horse manure and ask them if you can have some. And I'm sure they will let you take them. And if they don't, go to the next one, because somebody will eventually. Right, there it is. Wonderful. It's like a dome of future compost. Right, what I'm going to do next. This is an old piece of pond liner. I don't want it to dry out. And I don't want the birds to take all my worms. And I want it to warm up, and it will warm up. It'll start, all the little microorganisms will start work on that compost. There's a helicopter going over very nearby. I hope you can't hear it, and I hope it's not stopping you hearing me. So I'm covering it with some pond liner. And that will help it to warm up, and it'll help it to stay moist. And it will turn into compost. Now what I will have to do occasionally, because that will stop the rain getting in, is water it. So I'll water it every couple of days just to make sure it stays moist. And I will put an update in the description box below this video. Right, so there we go. Compost or Weedpost. And I know that there will be people watching this saying, if you're going to put weeds in your compost, don't put weeds with seeds in. Yes, I agree. And don't put weeds in that propagate from the roots. True. Try to be selective with your weeds. That being said, I'm hopeful that I can turn my weeds into very, very cheap, in fact, almost free. No, free compost. I'll see you soon for some more compost creating adventures. And don't forget, check out my tools in my Amazon shop. There's a link below this video. And there will be a link with an update in due course. Bye for now.